Hello everyone, this is the end of 2020 and a new beginning for all of us. Walk out upright like the first men in the universe. New Year, Happy New Year. This special song for John Heaton. Pre-code Mike, yes. You've turned up. I was worried that you'd killed yourself. This time of year can be very upsetting for many people. Let's turn that rubbish down. Yes. So anyway, listen. Hello, Mark Mandarin. I've got 2 fans. Now I've got 6. Well, listen, I'm going to have more fans in a minute because I'm going to tell you what's on the menu tonight. Screenshot, please, if you dare. Okay, tonight we will be discussing 2020, maybe in some depth, maybe not in some depth. It depends, because I haven't got no drink to stimulate my mind tonight, so we've got to look after the babies as well, they're all furballs, they're asleep. But anyway, first of all, we will be, not necessarily in this order, but these are the subjects that will be covered. 1, McCartney 3. Yes.
Ichiban.
2,
Ichiban.
Andrew Dixon.
It's just great fun.
3, the Sean Lennon telegram. 4, John Lennon's 40th, dead or alive, whatever. 5, the jazz influence on the vinyl nerd community. Is it a good or bad thing? 6, Music Ma'am. What has her effect been on the vinyl nerd community, good or bad? Pre-code Mike, banished from the vinyl nerd community. Funnily enough, you're here. 8, Brother Brian versus Captain Spaulding. 9, The Curse of Doc Docus. 10, TJR teams up with Van on Wheels. And 11, Anthony's meltdowns. And if we think of anything else on the way, I'm sure we'll get there. Hello, Maxwell Edison. You are my voice in the wilderness. Now, I've been banned from just about everywhere. I can only speak to you people from my own home and address the national, nation, whatever. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Oh, also, we were going to talk about, is she on the list?
What's on this what?
I'm filming.
Filming what?
Vinyl Guru, if we get chance. King's Court, are you the real one? Well, actually, King's Court, I don't know if this was Matthew Street said that you was his greatest inspiration. Who would have known that?
Garbage day! Huh? No!
How dare you!
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
John Heaton, you should be ashamed of yourself for liking this, and I'm also ashamed of you, John Heaton. I'm not here to talk about you tonight, but I will say that I was appalled at the fact that you just puckered up and went off with the McCartney Brigade after showing some sign of defiance.
Yeah, just altogether pointless.
Now, I'll tell you, you're not going to get much of a reaction from the likes of John Heaton unless you start attacking his wallet, because all aristocrats, they're infamous for being cheap. I mean, the Lord of the Manor round our way. He come in. It's all right. Everyone's helped with the carnival this year. I'll tell you what, we're all gonna go down the pub. I'm gonna buy you all a round of drinks. So we all gets down the pub. Come on, your lordship. Hey, cheers to your lordship. And then the landlord says, right, that's $300, £300, your lordship. And he says, oh yes, I appear to have left my. It's the bank still open, and oh, it's all right, sir. It's all right. I'll cover this. All right, sir. It's all right, sir. And then they get away with it all the time. They're really cheap. They do not like parting with their shekels. I'll tell you that much. That's how they kept their money for 1,000 years. You know, that's where you Americans, you get it all wrong. Get a bit of money. Oh, look, I've got loads of money now. What am I going to do? I'm going to buy a really garish suit, the most expensive hat in the whole world, and this fucking Rolex watch. Everybody knows I'm rich now, and I've got the best car in the world. Get myself a right hot blonde. And I'll tell you what, your aristocrats get it worse because they have to marry a woman that looks like a horse. However, that's all good because then his lordship, who's usually had to pay death duties for his dad, then he gets new money from Horseface's family, and then they have a child which has got all the right blood, inbred blood, so they can carry on and create these posh people. But then usually the Horseface wife gets on with doing what she does, horses, and then the husband, he's allowed to have himself one of the servants, you know, like, could I call you Susan? Would you like to empty my chamber pot in the morning and suck my cock while you're about it, would you? You know, it's all like that. They're sick. Anyway, yes, it's very good to see you, Pre-Code Mike. You've been a victim of this witch hunt. I'm very sad to hear it. So we're going to cross you off the list. We've spoken about you. That's it. Pre-Code banished from the VC. All we can do is take it day by day. And anyway, I know that you'll be back, Pre-Code Mike, with a different name, causing more trouble. And there's plenty to be had out there. Plenty to be had. All right, so touching briefly on McCartney 3 the year. Not only did we have COVID to contend with, but we also had McCartney 3. There was a hideous build-up to this. A hideous build-up. And also we've had that fucking in and out with this Get Back, Let It Be fucking project. Oh no, there's another video I did yesterday about that. If you want to know my thoughts on the whole fucking shebangle, go check it out. But on the McCartney 3, I really don't want to talk about it, but now it's come to the end of the year. These things have to be brought up. So I think it's all ridiculous, totally ridiculous. And if I had any faith in anybody in the vinyl community, bar some, not everybody. I can't lump everybody in the same fucking cauldron of misery, but pretty much all of you to a man were a fucking disgrace and loved this album. You loved it. No, I can't trust any of you. I was on Music Mam's stream a little while ago, and she says that I'm not allowed to go up and talk anymore. So I will not be able to share my wisdom anymore. We're talking about that woman. I don't know if she's been a good thing or a bad thing, because do you know what? This whole streaming thing took off because of her. I'm pretty damn sure about that. Since that happened in this last year, this whole fucking vinyl nerd thing has gone from one place to the next. I mean, you know, in the 4 years I've been fucking around with this vinyl nerd community thing, it's all been pretty slow business. Quite peaceful, really. Now I look around, there's loads of invisible rays out there, and worse than me. Plus, it's been the end of a terrible year, so people are allowed to let off a bit of steam. I mean, we've got that Anthony. I mean, he's always flipping out. It's not always his fault, but he seems to get involved in these situations all the time.
I sing the national anthem at cockfights.
Yeah, talking on the Sean Lennon telegram business. Oh, well, that was one of the highlights of the year, wasn't it? But you know what? The good news is for him. I mean, he could turn up at that table with Womack saying, "I've just written a book," and Kit O'Toole saying, "Oh, well, I've done a book about Michael Jackson and I've met the Jackson 5, yeah." Kenny Loggins, when I interviewed blah 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 Ringo Starr's second drummer, he's been talked to by the fruit of the loins of John Winston Lennon. Sean Lennon sent Mr. Mayo the telegram saying, what does it say? Let me read it. "Dear Joe Mayo, from the Western Union Telegram Company, W.P. Marshall, blah, blah." All right, anyway, so to Mr. Mayo, address, right? "Dear Joe Mayo, greetings. Will you be my friend? Stop. Please meet me at Dakota for sushi. Stop. Yours, Sean Winston Lennon." Amazing. It's one of the great events of our time. The John Lennon's 80th birthday business. Now, there was a bit of a big build up to that, and then everybody made a real, video, and this helped with my descent into anger and frustration about Beatles, ex-Beatles, and I'm afraid, as I said yesterday, this has all upset everything I feel about the Beatles now. If I hear the names of their albums, I'm likely to go off on one again. So anyway, on a sadder note, it seems like Paul Docus, he just can't. When I saw it happen a few times, I didn't really pay much attention to it. But then I saw it again. I thought, what's the betting he gets in that car and he can't find the fucking album? It's always the same. In fact, it's not just over records. He wants something else usually. Is want to go down to the theme park or something. The theme park's closed up. Actually, listen, Docus, you got the internet. Use it in advance before you get there. Opening hours, closing hours, stock lists, that kind of thing. You can check all these things nowadays. Well, anyway, good luck for 2021. But remember, tomorrow isn't a new year. It's just the day after today. So don't expect miracles to happen overnight. Well, there was Brother Brian, and to be honest with you, until next time, I've got nothing to say about that bloke. Van on Wheels has deserted Docus, and it seems like he's teamed up with TJR, and this also seems suspiciously like Van on Wheels was using Docus as a stepping stone. Nobody else has managed to talk to TJR except Robert Kinsler, and we don't know what's happened to Robert Kinsler at this important time of year. Now all of a sudden, strange voices are appearing on TJR's latest videos, and I'd like to know a little bit more. If you want to answer these questions, TJR, how did you meet Van on Wheels? Why him and not us? Why him? And I have to say that I'd like to do an interview with Andrew Dixon, because I think I'd like to question him further about his motives, because I don't understand how an Englishman can get so excited about Egypt Station 2 years on, and also do a live stream like the one the other month and get so many people watching it. I mean, how are you doing this? Why are so many people watching? Is it because he's playing the guitar, which is fucking annoying? I don't know. So really, I mean, that's about it. And all I can do is say you'll have to hang on till January for the Vinyl Nerd Awards, because I'm so fucking worn out with this holiday. It's brought me down big time. All right then, so bye. I will see you next year, and that's all I can say. I can't guarantee anything else. Goodbye, nerds. Flatu Narimbi Niktu.